place.
On the account for verification purposes.
Bill Slovic.
Okay. This is about your digital camcorder, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'm showing that you have warranty, correct?
Okay, well, I hate to have to go through the whole story again, but I'll give you a short version.
I see part of it. The unit's working.
It doesn't focus. Well, it does, but very badly. And what I was explaining is, even though I know I bought it well over a year ago, November of '06, it wasn't open until 2 weeks ago, or not even that, a week ago. Because when I bought it, the people that were going to use it, I coach basketball games as well as do video editing and stuff of that nature. The people that were going to actually do the taping were intimidated by all the buttons and stuff on it, and they just wanted to stick with the VHS camera we had, which was breaking down. So I figured until it died, we'll stick with it. Well, it died last week. So now I open the box and find out that this thing doesn't work well. It's past warranty and all these other stories I'm hearing, and they want to charge me another $80 just to have it looked at. Now, I know there's nothing wrong with it, and I told her that from the beginning that can be fixed, other than the fact it just doesn't work well. I paid $400 for a camera, and I'm getting screwed on the deal. Well, yesterday, after we complete this whole conversation, and I told her that I was going to do what I got to do next, I go to one of our boys' varsity games. I coach the girls. And I see the boys coach his wife taping their game, and what a small world, the same exact camera. And I asked her, how do you like your camera? She says, it sucks. It doesn't focus. So now I know it's not me. It's not my camera. It is the entire line of that camera. And I know she knew that yesterday because she's telling me about how she's going to make a written comment on, the brand of camera and that I'm having this complaint about it. And I know that she knew that there's a history of that with that camera brand. Now, at this point, we've just doubled the number of people in one day and I haven't yet posted anything on the internet about all this, which was my next plan. Okay, this is either going to snowball and give Samsung more advertisement than when they did their little slush fund for $64 million of art fraud, or somebody's going to take care of it and take care of two customers now.
From what I'm showing you, there's really not much I can do.
Okay, so now
way out of warranty.
Okay, so now we got to this point yesterday, and the question I had, and maybe you'll be more honest with the answers than she was, is who is the next step up in the chain?
There is nobody.
Well, that can't be true because she said there was nobody above her.
Well, we're all equal.
Wouldn't it be a wonderful world if that were actually true?
Like Gail, she's a supervisor just like I am.
Right.
Just like a few others here. We're all supervisors.
Now,
we're all on the same level. There's no one higher.
Okay, but my point is, who can come up to you right now and tell you, do this differently?
We would get an email to do it because we don't have any supervisors here. We are monitored on our phones. Our computers are monitored. Our time clocks are monitored. There's actually cameras in here.
Does anyone else think that this is some sort of weird Big Brother setup that Samsung has going on? I mean, their staff is being watched by cameras? Come on.
We're monitored all the time. So in every single one of our conversations, our phone calls are recorded. We get monitored a lot. It's just that there's nobody physically here. We're all the same.
And there's no somebody's signing y'all's paychecks.
That's correct.
Now, who's that? That's your boss.
Yeah, but they're not here.
Oh, that is fine. I just need to know where I can reach these people.
They don't have a phone number.
Oh, come on. We're talking about Samsung.
I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you.
We're talking Samsung doesn't have a corporate office and a phone.
They do have a corporate office. I can give you the address.
But they don't have a phone.
We do not have any phone numbers for the corporate office. We do have numbers for customer service. We have phone numbers for anything that the customer would need to get a hold of to fix their problem, but we do not have any numbers for corporate offices.
So the fact that this camera model, which is out there and has the same problem with all of its cameras now, the customer that didn't know it because it was in a box, preserved for 12 months, is just screwed for $400, and they're not going to stand behind their product, is what you're telling me.
We stand behind our product for the first year of warranty. After that, there's really not much we can do. It's kind of like.
But the logic in that is that you're using it for that year, and obviously wear and tear. I get that. This thing's been in a box. It's pristine condition. The stickers are on it. Nothing's been touched.
The warranty's good from the date of purchase for the full year. After the year of the date of purchase, there's not much we can.
You know what?
It's kind of like a car.
I was just going to say, you took the words out of my mouth. 3 years later, Ford is doing recalls on a 2002 model because of a part. And they go and they fix the part and they make it right. Now, in this case, this camera has a track record, and I know I'm not the only person with this problem with this camera. This camera has a track record, which I can't prove because you guys would never release this information because it doesn't help you any. But there's a track record now where this camera doesn't function properly. And they're not standing behind it. I'm not asking for a refund. I'm asking for a camera that's worth $400.
I understand that, and we do set up recalls when they do happen, but this camera is not under any recall, and there's really not much we can do.
So you're going to tell me that there's no other people with this exact same model, SCDC 164, that have that have focus issues?
I'm not stating that at all, sir. I'm sure there are. It's a popular camera. It's just that, there hasn't been a recall set on it, and it's...
What does it take to get one? How many complaints before they do it?
That I'm not sure.
Well, that was definitely the answer I was looking for. Before the call ended, I asked Joseph for his last name, and as usual, he was reluctant. However, he did give me Gail's. By accident, but he still gave it to me. We're going to withhold that for legal reasons. And he did give me his operator number. He's number 39. When I told him that Gail said there were no operator numbers, he says, "Oh yeah, we all have them. Hers is 30. Need to talk to Gail at Samsung. Ask for operator number 30 in upper management." So apparently, Samsung is not interested in keeping their customers happy. In my opinion, and all of this is simply my opinion, they are running a very shady company. Think about it. Outside of the New York Mafia, what other organization heads are this well insulated from the public that you can't get to them even with a phone? Now with the Mafia, I can understand the reasoning behind it. The bosses there are kind of targets, and they have to be careful, and they're always concerned about being ambushed. Maybe that does explain Samsung's business practices after all. As a consumer, I'm highly recommending that you avoid Samsung products. Oh, and one more thing. I want to apologize for the poor quality of this video. It was all recorded with a Samsung SCDC 164 DVD camcorder.